はい、それでは続きをやっていきたいと思います。第6章、ホーキンステイですね。はい、それでは行きましょう。人の目？タコの目？
Who goes there? That nightmare again. I need a drink.
誰かいる。何かあると思ったんだけど、何もないのかな。
No.
No.
I want to know what Bradley and Dr. Colden have to say about all this.
下に降りよう。なんか怪しいけど。
You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
オカルトのプロがないと見れない。ヒントを見つけたかもしれない。よいしょ。
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course, he's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins, and that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
空気が抜い
I
た。
didn't see what, but something was there with us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
You're right. Without a plausible explanation for what I saw, let's not jump to conclusions.
That seems wise indeed.
Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow.
何？
Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death
名
and
誉を
Sarah
左右するっ
Hawkins.
てどういうこと？
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
The other night's events are still confused in my head.
Let us go now and learn the truth about what's happening on this island.
OK アバコ
Let us go now and learn the truth about what's happening on this island.
お酒が飲めるではないか。どうしよう。まだいいか。特に何か起きそうなわけでもないし。これで上のここ入れるかな。いけるいける。さて行きます。
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, well, look who's here. You know each other.
We met briefly. Time enough to iron out a few matters. The main thing is that we understood one another. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me. May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
What happened to your husband is terrible, Mrs. Sanders. But from what I saw, it was inevitable. The man I met yesterday had lost his reason. He suffers no longer, if you would allow me such a platitude.
Of course. Thank you for your kind words. Nobody in that hospital would have deigned to speak them to me. However, it will require more than that to soothe my mind. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you not do anything to help him?
Test はしたくないな。テストしてみようか、言うても。
It's terrible what happened to your husband, but I had nothing to do with it. I was injured, and I came across him in the hospital quite by chance.
Injured? Well, I'm delighted to see you in such fine fettle, Detective. Not everybody enjoyed such a prompt recovery.
I suppose Fuller does do miracles now and again.
Luck is obviously very kind to you. Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
怒っちゃった。解除された答え。
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can't imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it...
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
さて絵を探すんだろうけど、まずはよいしょ。
Did she really care for him after all?
拒絶の手紙。写真立て。
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
後ろの絵をなんか口開いてんのこれ。なんだこれ。お、見れる。ちょっと探してから見ましょう。第2巻。なんだこれ、隠れるのか。絵だな。引き出しは何もない。危ない。おい。まず見よう。で、何が起きたのかを探ると。ピアノ。
A house of artists. A house of artists.
Mm-hmm. 何かあった。これは見れない。あった。
Frances Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even?
なるほど、友達っぽい。
A house of artists.
あれを見たことによって、あ、なかった。
Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler. Finally. What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting?
なぜかあった。
He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom? She despises Sarah Hawkins, but it's the painting she truly hates. Why? She first refused to sell the painting. How did that make her feel?
絵を売るの嫌だなってた。もう出てくるからか。
The Shambler. I need to see it.
Like なんか意味あんのかこれ。
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
シリンダー。蓄音機に入れて。どこにあんのそれ。めっちゃあるわ、そこに。
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes. I can't take anymore.
まだ。
I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
That accursed gallery. Those accursed paintings. That accursed Sarah.
かわいそう。お。
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything.
うん、負けられん。お、光かい。こっちからか。
I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes.
うん、全然開けらんね。
I can't take anymore. I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
ステータスを見たいです。お、上げられる。話術でいこう。よし、行こう。論文、解剖学的な解剖学に関する論文。びっくりした。お前そこにいたんかい。
A strange Amerindian
守り。
I could use one of those.
ゲット。
Strange.
手紙。
For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing.
拒んだけど、なぜか最後はタダでやった。なんでだろう。
An old diary.
鍵ゲット。
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
I'm not here to cause trouble, if that's what's worrying you.
Worry me? Don't overestimate yourself. If the last beating wasn't enough for you, I can always give it another go. But as long as you keep out of my way, you're free to carry on with your visit.
And you? What brings you to the Sanders home?
I'm here on business. Irene asked me to liquidate all these paintings. She doesn't intend to hang around here for long.
Why you?
Believe it or not, there aren't many collectors on Darkwater. It needs someone with a network and a means of transport to the mainland. A choice that comes down to Fitzroy and me. And I'm far more pleasant, wouldn't you say?
一応女性やしな。読まない、まだ読まない。怖いよそれ、危ない。まだ読まない。入っていいものかな。セーブしちゃったな。ちょっと戻って他の部屋入れるか確認してから行きましょう。無理。タコ。さて。戦うのか、まさか。
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times.
他に探索できるものは
The man transforms an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
あらららら。うわー、やべえ。急に動くとかなしだよ。これ見たらなんかやばそうだな。あれ最後だわ。って。これあるってことはなんか終われんのかな。至るところにあるな。
Why was he so interested in old weapons?
石仮面みたいな。やべえ。すげえ顔なってんな。やばいな。ほぼ見たからあの絵を見てもいいけど最初に本を読むか。 読もう。何？あ、びっくり。なんやねん今の。もう一回話しかけてから行くか。
Not now, sweetheart. I'd like to read this without some snoop looking over my shoulder.
はい。ということで、こいつを。うい。あー、はいはい。はいはいはいはい。そうきますか。隠れよ隠れよ。やばいな。エイリアン、うわ。はははは。あかんやん、あんなん。あー、なんだなんだ、始まったぞ。
What the hell was that?
やっば。そう見られちゃった。めっちゃぐさぐさやん。ははーん。はい、今回はこれにて終了したいと思います。次回は勝てるよう頑張りますのでご視聴お願いいたします。それではまた。